What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. What I got for you guys in this was I'm going to be going over all of the important new changes and patches that we have received with this new update. Now, they released a blog post and the blog post goes on for pages and pages, and I'm sure there's better things to do than to go through all those pages just to figure out what changed. So what I got for you guys, I'm going to show you guys all of the most important changes, all of the things that actually matter, because obviously the majority of it is all smaller things like bug fixes, patch changes, things that aren't really that important and you wouldn't really notice anyway. So these changes right here that I have for you guys are the most important ones. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. So the first thing that we have are the UI changes. So the first one being XP tokens now show in-game in the menu. So when you click on the menu, especially if you're like ready to leave a game, it now appears it's at the very bottom, and you can now activate them while they're in game, and they also show you how much time is left while you are in that menu. So now you're not really playing blind, you don't know how much time is left and all that. That's good right there. The next UI change is the mute feature. So when you try and mute players and you click the mute all button, this menu will pop up and it'll ask you if you want to mute the whole lobby, party, friends only, friends and channels, things like that. So you can pick, hopefully it'll make that a little bit easier when muting people. The next thing that we have in the UI is the new groups feature. So this has gone live. You can now create groups with your friends and you can invite them into it. It could be public, it could be private, and you can play with them, you can talk with them, things like that. That is now live and it's set there. We may get that thing with Modern Warfare 2019 where we got the happy hour, where if you're in groups, you're able to get 1 hour of double XP every single day. That hasn't gone live yet, but that could be a potential for the future. But that is the third thing. Now, the next new feature that we have is being able to save custom classes and tunes. So now you're going to have the ability to save your weapons as presets, sort of turning them into blueprints to be able to use them later. So I found that was very aggravating, where you would sit there, you would tune a weapon, you put the perfect attachments, you have the perfect class, and then you go back and accidentally change something on it and it ruins the whole thing. Well, that way you'll be able to save the preset and you'll be able to save it so that way you can come back and put it back on another time, sort of like how the blueprints work. So that's a new feature right there that's added. Now, to mix in some bad news with the update is apparently all class setups were reset. So if you have like the perfect attachments and things like that on your gun and you jump into a game, all those attachments are removed for the gun and you're basically playing without any attachments on it. Now, I'm not sure how you can get your attachments back. I tried to mess around with it. I tried to change the camo, things like that, and I was not really able to figure out how to solve it. So I had to remake the entire class and retune it again. So yeah, that's just something to be aware of, because if you do have like that perfect class setup or something, take a screenshot of the tuning and everything that you've done to it before you get in a game, because it's going to remove it and erase it for some reason. So try to figure that out, but I wasn't able to. I had figured out way too late. By the time I jumped into the game, it was already over with, so I wasn't able to really reset anything. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. But another thing that we have is we have 4 brand new playlists that were added with this update. The first one is the Warzone Cup, which is basically Rocket League. The second is Shipment 24/7, and then the third thing that we have is going to be Adamgrad Episode 1. That'll be unlocked when you do one of the challenges which I mentioned before. And then the last playlist is the veteran version of this one. So these are all the new playlists that we have. The next thing that we have right here are the nerfs. So let's talk about this. So we got a huge nerf to shotguns in Warzone. So if you play Warzone, shotguns no longer one-shot people with armor plates on. So if you have any sort of plates on, the shotgun will not one-shot anymore. They thought it was too overpowered and they have nerfed that. The next nerf that we have, this is for all modes, and this has to do with the Riot Shield. So it ended up getting the worst nerf of all the weapons in this update. So the Riot Shield reduced the movement speed. That's the first thing. Reduced melee damage. So now you have to hit 3 times in order to be able to get a kill with it. The shield movement animation, they added some improvements to that. And then it has longer switch time pulling out throwing knives when the Riot Shield is equipped. So for those of you guys who like to use that with the throwing knife, it's going to be a lot harder to use now. So that is the 2 biggest nerfs that we have for the weapons. Now, they've also did some nerfs, and they did them to the right place, and that is the AIs in Warzone and in DMZ. So here's everything you need to know about that. So in strongholds and black sites, first they increased the number of active strongholds to 5 from 3, and now AI combatants, the damage per bullet is reduced by 26%. The number of units per site is reduced by 50%. Further reductions based on squad sizes, depending on how big your squad is. And then the AI combatant reinforcements is doubled time between waves. Number of units per wave is reduced by 30%. And then for the black sites, AI combatants now have additional armor, rewards an upgraded version of the Stronghold UAV, which will sweep twice as far and about 30% faster. So these AIs with aimbots are now nerfed, so hopefully this news will give you more confidence the next time you head into a Stronghold. But another thing that we have, so this is some bad news. In DMZ, Building 21 is apparently it's not even live, and apparently another thing about it is it's not even gonna be on the DMZ map. In order to be able to access this, you'll need to go off the map, something like that. So that's what they ended up mentioning about that. And as of right now, we don't even know when it's gonna go live. They said they won't even announce it. It'll just be randomly added into the game. It's our job to figure it out. So that's one thing. Some more unfortunate news is that combat records were not added with this update. They actually announced yesterday night that they will not be able to add them within the Season 1 Reloaded update. I have no idea why. Everyone was disappointed. It made no sense. But apparently, it's not going to be in the game. It's currently not in as of right now. We don't even know if they've already reset the stats or not. So we're not sure if any wins you get today up until whenever they do add it, if they're going to count or not. So I have no idea on that. They didn't really say anything. They just left a lot of people frustrated. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Another thing that we also have is free access going live tomorrow. So starting on December 15th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, going until December 19th, which is Monday morning, you're going to have free access if you do not own multiplayer. So you're going to have access to 3 maps. You're going to get Shipment, you're going to get Farm, El Asilo. These are the 3 maps. And then for the modes, you're going to have access to TDM, Kill Confirmed, Domination, and Hardpoint, and that will be available to play in both first and third person. So this is going to be access for everyone who does not own the game. So I would take this opportunity to get the Honey Badger. I'm pretty sure you'll still be able to unlock the Honey Badger if they do allow all the weapons. They didn't mention if all the weapons are going to be available or not, but I'm pretty sure they are. If they are, you'll be able to get the Honey Badger. I did make a video where I showed you guys how you're able to unlock it in my last upload, so make sure you check that out. But yeah, the Honey Badger is live. We got Shipment. The another nerf that I forgot to mention, but we already talked about in past videos, that is the CDL skin. So that ended up getting nerfed. Here is what they look like now. They've added a bunch of highlights to it. I think it looks cooler in my personal opinion, but apparently if you go into like Shipment now, you are a big target. Like you're just very, very bright. You stand out a lot, and it's nowhere near as overpowered as it used to be. But I mean, it's a cool skin regardless. But yeah, this is what they've ended up doing to it. Now that is all that I have for you guys in this video. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see here on the channel. Comment it below. Let me know. I do plan on making a bunch of videos. I just wanted to make a bigger one to pretty much sum up everything you need to know about the brand new update, everything that was added, patched, changed, removed, whatever it may be. But that's all that I got for you guys in this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. If there's anything else that I forgot to mention or that I missed, I will make a follow-up video and let you guys know. But check out my last video. I showed you guys the fastest way to unlock the Honey Badger. But thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys found this video informative and helpful. If you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. But it's been your boy Trizzle, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys here on the channel soon.